No three initials are more dreaded in India. The I.S.I. has carried out terror attacks in India for decades. Now the agency is trying to destabilize India's growing economy by printing and circulating fake Indian currency. So how does I.S.I. machine work? How does this awesome instrument of terror plan, finance and execute its missions of death? In this special we show you how I.S.I.'s global web of offices and operatives is destabilizing India and much of the subcontinent, including Pakistan.
With a budget of unknown size that is bolstered by income from drugs and arms Islamized during the years it created the Taliban in Afghanistan, the I.S.I. is now headed by Lieutenant General Shuja Pasha, a career officer. But real control of the agency rests squarely with the Pakistan Army, who uses it to cement its business and political interests, which outweigh those of any industrialist or political party. But it is in Karachi where the I.S.I.'s now most notorious unit, the one that planned and carried out the 26/11 attacks, sits. This detachment is believed to have a force of 500 elite seaborne terrorists and is tasked with spreading ferment along India's western coastline. All this costs money, and like most terror outfits, the I.S.I. funds its activities by trafficking Afghan and Pak opium and heroin all over the world. The I.S.I.'s drug smuggling operations are run from its office in Rahim Yar Khan town in the south of Punjab province. This unit's preferred route into India is through Rajasthan. These smuggling routes also bring weapons into India, and this team is also responsible for monitoring India's defense formations in the area. Collecting intelligence on India's armed forces is a large part of the I.S.I.'s agenda. Kasur in Pakistani Punjab is where much of this monitoring takes place. This includes studying Indian Army's troop deployment and movement, deployment of strategic weapons, and various bases of the Indian Defence Forces. But it is in Sialkot, home of cricketer Zahir Abbas, where the I.S.I.'s most insidious operations are planned, psychops or psychological warfare. This city and the I.S.I.'s Jhelum and Muzaffarabad offices are the nerve centers of the I.S.I.'s psychops. This includes anti-India propaganda and indoctrination for jihad. Responsibility for fomenting trouble in the most sensitive area of conflict, the Kashmir Valley, rests with the I.S.I.'s Domel and Chakoti offices.
Knowledge of how I.S.I. operates has been highly valuable to Indian agencies' ability to monitor and counter terror operations led by Pakistan. These sites could also become the focus of any targeted attacks that India is almost certain to undertake if Pakistan carries out another 26/11 style attack in India. But how would India or the US, which is increasingly frustrated with the I.S.I.'s continued support to Taliban fighters in Afghanistan, deal with the agency's foreign offices?
Years of well-funded and unquestioning support from Pakistan's government and military has allowed the I.S.I. to expand its operations in and around South Asia. The Maoists appear to have done little against the I.S.I., and Kathmandu remains a favoured transit point for infiltrating terrorists coming into India and the central hub of the I.S.I.'s fake currency operations. The I.S.I. also coordinates among various insurgent groups in India to maximize damage and keep the low-intensity conflicts alive. The agency's office in Bangkok is responsible for liaison with insurgent groups in the northeast and the LTTE. Senior officials in the current Obama administration have admitted that Pakistan diverted aid to arm itself against India.
In the 1990s, the I.S.I. created a number of terrorist organizations such as Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Hizbul Mujahideen to wage a proxy war against India. 2 decades later, these terror organizations and a long trail of evidence that they left behind has convinced the world about I.S.I.'s role in financing, supporting and spreading terror. With Nidhi Bhardwaj and video journalist Sanjay Rohilla, this is Deepak Bajpai, News X, Delhi.